we all have different personalities that we bring to the table, different ways that we interact with kids, and how we handle different situations, and just seeing how different people can bring their personalities in, and how they check on what kids are able to do, and how that improves their teaching, and how they go from what they're learning, as they're monitoring for instruction, and changing what they're doing, and changing their questioning. So I think that's it's a really beneficial thing to be able to watch other teachers, how they work.
So I'm a new teacher. I consider myself a new teacher. I've only been teaching for 4 years now. And I've seen a ton of different classrooms through college and here in like the real world, I guess. But most of them have been foreign language classrooms and E&L classrooms and language arts. I've never seen like a skills class. And I thought it was really cool to see the parallels of the relationships between my classroom and the skills classroom. So I know I'm on the right track.
I really enjoyed the observation process because I got to, again, experience what other classrooms look like and share information with people I might not usually share information with, which was beneficial for me to bring more tools into my room.
Across curricular, it has been great to see the use of technology, to see the use of content objectives, small group work, to see how people are pairing students together and asking them to work in groups. So learned a lot about grouping students better and use of technology in those classrooms.
I've had a lot of opportunities to go into different classrooms, and I've been able to see different subjects and different projects the kids are working on, and it's been nice because oftentimes we don't get to do that, and so I've also gotten some ideas that I can then take back into my classroom and incorporate in my own lessons. But just being able to go out and see classrooms that I would never have a chance to go and see has been really meaningful this year.
Just the organization of the classroom itself is a big takeaway, how she has it laid out. I also liked the productive struggle. She would say things like, my favorite mistake is, and really force students to do it that way. She also kept saying to the kids, I'm not going to tell you the answers, I'm not going to tell you how, and it's not me being mean, it's me trying to help you learn and grow. And they were clearly frustrated at first, but they really worked hard. They got there eventually, and when they did get there, you could see that little smile on their face that you always want to see when a student's really learning and growing.
The biggest thing I saw was that she had pictures with directions, and that's part of best practices with teaching foreign language. But I've always used pictures with teaching lessons, not on individual things like, here's step 1 and here's a picture that shows you exactly what to do in step 1, so that I can keep it in the target language of Spanish and the kids still understand the expectation and what to do. I thought that was really cool.
So as part of C4I, it was great to be in my 7th grade math classrooms and see how my other teachers were teaching the exact same lesson that I was teaching. So we were able to, I was literally teaching that lesson the same day and able to go into 2 different teachers' classrooms who we shared planning on these, but to see the different things that they were emphasizing, seeing the things that they were changing and tweaking differently to make me a better teacher was amazing. Going into 8th grade teachers' classrooms and being able to see the same students that I had last year and being able to notice how they were repeating the skills that I was reteaching or teaching, and how they were emphasizing different things that I had emphasized differently made me a better teacher, because it made me change things that I was doing later on that same day or in that same lesson.
I really enjoyed from the observations going to see other teachers who I wouldn't typically get to see teach and see what other content looks like to them. It gave me a lot of opportunities to see different strategies being used that I maybe haven't thought about using in my science classroom. I went and saw a language arts classroom, so I got to see a lot of like literacy strategies that I could modify for my science when we're doing reading activities and writing activities, just to see how that translates between content areas.
The other classroom that I went into was Ms. Hill's, and so that was good for me to see a math class. Don't often get to do that. Seeing some of the same kids that I have in her room, how she handles some of the classroom management. I really enjoyed the way she was, interacting with kids, moving around, checking on on work, homework that they had brought in, redirecting kids, and holding them accountable for their work and for their thinking. So I was very impressed with our teachers.